Hello, everyone. My name is Valentin. I work with the European Forum Alpbach in the digital operations team, and I'm going to give you a quick introduction to our conference platform Hopin this year. As you might have noticed from our newsletters, the EFA 20 goes digital. We set up a new page for the 2020 forum called 2020.alpbach.org. On that page, you can buy a ticket for yourself, you can register for the conference. And once you've done that, you will receive a link from us, which is going to look like this. An email that says, hello, you've been registered for the online event by European Forum Alpbach. Right now, I'm still working on a test event, but for the actual event, it's going to be called European Forum Alpbach 2020, obviously. So once you've received the email, you can click accept registration. And what that does, it creates an account for you on Hopin. You have to agree to terms and conditions, click on continue, and you're basically in. So what Hopin is like, Hopin basically tries to simulate a real conference center, like it would be in a real setting. There's different session rooms, there is space to network, there are lounges, you can meet different people in various settings, listen to a lot of content. And I'm going to give you a quick introduction now. So once I've set up my profile, I can here on the top right see my initials, VW. What I can do is quickly, for setting up my own profile for the conference, click on my account, or actually click on profile. In the profile section, I can choose an image for myself, upload a photo. I can choose a headline, maybe this now, digitalization. I can enter my Twitter handle, put my LinkedIn profile or some kind of website, and click on save. Then I'm all set up. I'm going to go back to the live event. And I'm back on the reception page. So the reception page, you can imagine like a room that you enter, like the foyer in the conference center in Alpbach. You have a description, something like a blackboard where there's different info pages. There's an etiquette. We have a program, a link to our info point, a link to our FAQs. Further down there are the sponsors. Here are some selected ones, just as an example. And at the bottom, you can find the schedule, which is going on that day, with the links to the actual rooms where it's going to be taking place for the different days. So this is obviously for the test event, but on the day between the 23rd of August and 3rd of September, there'll be more than 150 events listed on here. So lots of things to choose. Okay, this is the reception page. And now I want to quickly show you here on the right, the chat function and the other things listed over there. In the chat function, you basically have the option to talk to all the other participants that you want to be talking to. This on the reception page, the chat is basically like, we call it the global chat, which means that everyone who's present in the event will be able to see this. So if I write something like, hi, my name is Valentin, everyone who will be in this conference will be seeing this. So my friend Andrea, my colleague Andrea, is in here right now. Wrote hi there. I've seen in different Hopin events, people introduce themselves, right where they're from. You might want to be doing this, you might not. This is the global chat function. As an organizer team, we will be making announcements over here. I'll be redirecting you to certain rooms or sessions, announce when stuff is starting, if you haven't figured it out yourself. That's the chat function. There is also a polls section, where as organizers or as speakers, panelists, we will be making some polls that everyone can answer. On here, do I like Kiwis? No. Have I been to Alpbach? Yes, I have. This is a nice tool for different kind of panel sessions or roundtables, fireside chats to get a bit of audience interaction going. And then we have the Who is Who tab, which is quite important because here in the Who is Who tab, you can literally see everyone who is registered for our conference. So every panelist, every organizer, every other participant will be visible in this space. And what's very nice about this thing is that in like a normal social network, you can click on other people that you're interested in talking to. I can now click on Andrea, who is also online right now, and write, hi Andrea, do you want to meet up? And Andrea will hopefully be getting a notification and say, hello, sure. And what I can do in this space is also invite Andrea to a video call. This automatically sends a link and creates a very private video call for us. I'm not going to be showing you this right now, but once you click on it, you'll basically just be set in a call one-on-one with Andrea. You can send this link out to other participants, up to 5 people, and you can have your very own private session. Yeah, that was the Who's Who tab and the chat tab. I'll be seeing it there. Okay. Okay, so next I will show you the other areas that Hopin offers for digital conferencing. Next here on the left, you can see 5 different tabs. What Hopin basically does is it offers you various settings in which you can have various formats of events. So we have the studios, we have the sessions, the networking, and the lounges. First, I'll be showing you the studios. So the studio tab, what it does is basically it is a certain kind of large scale broadcasting feature where we, from the organizer team at the conference center in Alpbach, we will build 3 to 4 studios from which our partners and panelists will be broadcasting their studio sessions into this platform. So the studio, you can imagine something like a stage where people are present and discussing stuff, and also we will have people dialed in, so that there will be a certain kind of hybrid element to this where there's people present and also people virtual discussing. Once you've clicked on the studio tab, there is 4 different rooms or studios that you can enter. I'm going to go on the largest one, the Elisabeth Herz-Kremenack side, the Herz-Kremenack studio. Now it says nothing is happening on the stage, on the studio right now. But obviously, once something is scheduled, once we're up and running, this will be full in swing. What is also possibly on the right, if you look over here, there is the studio chat. What that does is it's a in comparison to the global chat, it's a chat function that's only visible within the studio. So if there's a panel going on right now and I have a few questions for a certain panelist, I can type it in here. I can type, I have a question, and hopefully someone will answer it. That's the studio tab. Lots of cool events coming up on here with people dialing in, people panelists present in our studios. Next, I will show you the sessions tab. So the sessions, you can imagine if it were a real conference center, the sessions are something like smaller rooms in which there's more interactive events. So you have something like fireside chats, you can have roundtables and more interactive sessions. The way these formats of events are more interactive is that you can participate yourself and go on camera, like in a group call. So if I go in here right now in this session about right to vaccine, there's my colleague Andrea, she's already here. There is on the right, there's a session chat again. So it's going to be looking like like you can imagine a Zoom call or a Skype call. On the session chat, I can also introduce myself. Hi, I'm Valentin. And if I'm really curious about a certain topic in this discussion, I can ask to share audio and video. So if I click on here, I will first set my camera in my microphone, click apply, and then Andrea, as the moderator and facilitator of the session, will be getting a request that says Valentin wants to share his audio and video, and here I am at the bottom. I can double click, make myself bigger, or Andrea. And what this allows me is to basically participate in fireside chat sessions much more actively than you would otherwise be able to do in a stage setting, in a studio setting. Okay, so I can leave the room again. And thank you, Andrea. And next up, there is the networking section. What the networking section allows you to do is, so what Hopin tries to do with this feature is make room or create space for a certain kind of element of randomness of meeting people that you have at conferences, which unfortunately in the digital space isn't so easy. But what the networking feature does is like a chat roulette function. It matches you up randomly with other participants that are currently in the session. So if you click on networking and you click on ready, what it does is it matches you up with someone that you haven't met so far in this conference. So I hope that Andrea will be showing up here. Hey, there it is. So me and Andrea were randomly matched up right now. We can now get to know each other in the space of 5.5 minutes. It's you can imagine it like a speed dating in a professional way. Um, yeah, so what the networking session allows you to do is chat for a few minutes, and then also if you think the other person could be interesting for your network, could be interesting for further projects in your life, you can up here on the top right click connect. And once you click connect and also the other person clicks connect, you will receive a notification and an email at the end of the forum, at the end of the conference, with the contact details of the other person. So you will it's basically like exchanging business cards in the digital sphere. Yeah, thanks, Andrea. I'm gonna click leave. And then lastly, here in the bottom at lounges on the left, at lounge, in the lounge section, this is basically like an exhibition area. We have our EFA info point on here. In the info point, there will always be someone from the Alpbach staff present to answer your questions, redirect you to certain things, give you information about what is happening and when. There is also a media lounge where a lot of press interviews will be conducted, and there's other partners and sponsors that will be able to present their products and projects for you to take a look. Yeah, so the lounge area, it allows you, for example, to watch some pre-recorded videos. It has buttons to visit a person's website. There's a lounge chat in which you can ask questions directly to the person responsible for this specific lounge, for the specific project, for the specific company. Okay, that is Hopin, how we set it up for our forum this year. If you have any questions, you can always email us. You can write us directly on the platform. You can ask some questions in the global chat. We will be monitoring more or less 24/7. And yeah, we're looking forward to meeting you here. Have a good one.